Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Uzaru Jarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today I'm on the global side of the game with the global first Extreme Z Awakening for an old unit that is in much need of an update. So this Extreme Z Awakening for the Fizz Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito just dropped, and today I'm going to be talking about his Extreme Z Awakened stats as well as talk about some team builds, because in all reality, once you get in the higher levels of this event, it actually does become a little difficult. So I'm going to be taking on stage 30 of the event with one of my teams to show you that the team will do the job, and I'm going to talk to you about pretty much what units to bring along and make sure you get the right units in there to deal plenty of damage, but also the bigger thing is not taking too much damage yourself, so you can make it all the way through stage 30 and beyond to get all the rewards for the event. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. Real quick, go ahead and drop down in my description below. You can see I've got my Discord chat link. Go ahead and join my Discord chat and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be updating that Discord chat as time goes along. But if you join that Discord chat, subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will be eligible for my thank you giveaway. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a physical copy of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot in the PS4, a limited edition steelbook for the game, and the game art book for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot as well. So one lucky winner will get all three of those items. Basically what I'm going to do, I've got a channel over there for this giveaway on the Discord chat. Once we hit those 100 subscribers, I'm going to go ahead and pick a name from the usernames on my Discord channel, and I'm going to do a random draw. And again, one lucky winner is going to be taking all three of these items. And I'm going to be doing some more giveaways in the future, as well as a way to say thank you for those who are supporting my content. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, join that Discord chat, and then stay tuned for more information on that once we hit 100 subscribers. So let's go ahead and hop over to the Dokkan Wiki real quick, where we can see let's go ahead and start out with the original stats for the Fizz Vegito. As most of you guys know, leader skill was just super class, key plus 3 HP, attack and defense plus 50%. His passive, of course, was really good back in the day. He had a great chance to launch 2 additional attacks, which could become super attacks, and then he had damage reduction of 30% with counters. So he was tanky, he countered, and he had additional attacks, but it was only a 10% that those additional attacks were to turn to a super attack. So let's look at this Extreme Z Awakened state, which is a much needed update and renewal for this unit. His leader skill's okay, it's not really all that important. Super class, key plus 4 HP, attack and defense plus 80%. Probably not going to be using that for anything really except for maybe Dokkan Battlefield or something like that, but super attack, it'll raise his attack and defense for one turn, nothing too crazy. But his passive skill, attack and defense plus 40% at start of turn, a great chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, which is a 25% chance that those become a super attack. And then he raises his damage reduction by 10%, so he'll be at 40% damage reduction for received damage, and then he will still counter with tremendous power. So really quite a good update there. Makes him a really viable unit, because let's be honest, there are other Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegitos that were much more worthwhile running on team than this guy. So this brings him back into relevancy, and yeah, it just really needed this Extreme Z Awakening, and it's really cool that it is going on the global side first. I know the JP side has a lot of 5th anniversary stuff going on right now, so this is something that I think was nice to keep global players interested and show some love. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's look at the stats for the Extreme Z battle. Not going to go too in depth, but there is something I want to make sure that you are aware of. So, stage 5 onward, he can't be stunned. Stage 20 onward, he can't be sealed. But the main thing you want to pay attention to here is stage 20 onward. So if you look from stage 12 onward, he just has a damage reduction of 70% against Extreme AGL and Extreme Fizz. Obviously, Int type is going to be type disadvantage, so you don't want to bring any int units anyways. But the biggest thing here is after stage 20, additional damage reduction to 80% against AGL, Fizz, and all super type units. So you want to make sure you're building the right team, because any super units are going to be significantly reduced as far as the damage output after stage 20, and then anybody who's an AGL or Phys type unit, and of course, like I mentioned already, an Int type unit, because of type disadvantage, is really not going to be worth bringing into this event. So I'm going to show you a couple of teams here in a minute that should be able to do the trick and get you through to level 30 and beyond. Your total rewards, as always, you've got the 30 Dragon Stones, so definitely pick those up, and then the 11 Grand Kais, all the Awakening Medals, all of the Hidden Potential Orbs and stuff like that that you usually get from Extreme Z Awakenings and Extreme Z Battles. So let's go ahead and look at our Time Travelers list of units here. So here are your main lead units. I really wish this free-to-play Goku Black is on the JP side only right now for the 5th anniversary. He would be really good to bring into this event, but we don't have him right now, so he would be good, but unfortunately we can't run him right now. But good Time Traveler leads, and you'll see why I recommend Time Traveler leads once you get further on in a minute. But you've got the Trunks and Mai, the LR if you have them, and then you've got the Goku Black, the Transforming Goku Black. However, I do not recommend bringing the Transforming Goku Black in because he is Int type, and he's just not really going to be able to do a whole lot. So Time Travelers does have they are effective when defending against the Vegito, but I wouldn't recommend bringing in type disadvantage units. So same with this Mai here. So really leaving your only Time Travelers lead unit to be the LR, Trunks, and Mai. So the big units that will be your power players in this are going to be, so minus this is Zamasu here, because of course he is, like I said, on the JP side only, but any of these other extreme strength units you can see here will be really useful bringing in. 3 that I want to point out specifically are the Cell, the Majin Buu, and the Goku Black Rosé. So the reason being is because the Cell was pretty much made for this event, and you'll see that here in a minute. The Rosé does a really good job tanking and doing a lot of damage, and then the Majin Buu will do a decent amount of damage. He'll tank some good damage, and he'll also change your orbs to he'll change some orbs to strength orbs to help these other 2 out. Now, if you want to bring some of these other units in here, they're not. I mean, they're okay, but they're not going to really be doing much damage. They'll be more so for defense. So other Time Traveler units you'll bring in, once you get higher in stages, your Tech type will be the only type, other than Strength, of course, that is going to be unaffected by the damage reduction. And I mean, Int doesn't get affected by damage reduction, but again, they are type disadvantage, so I wouldn't recommend bringing them in. So I will talk to you about some team builds here. So let's hop over to Dokkan Battle real quick, where we can see, let me hop into the teams here. So I've got 2 teams set up. So this is the recommended team, and the reason why is because the Tech LR Rosé, even though it's kind of odd that you'd be taking them in because they have no real advantage other than the fact that they are Time Travelers, but because everybody else is rendered basically useless other than Time Travelers and strength units, you're really going to be wanting to bring them in. So your strength LR, Trunks, and Mai is going to be your leader. You want a friend leader as well because they do 130%, and then you're going to be using the Cell, the Rosé, the Majin Buu, like I mentioned earlier, and then the LR free-to-play Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito, because he is going to be tanky, and he will be able to get you through some pretty good hard-hitting attacks from this guy. So this is another team that I would recommend, but if you don't have some of those other units, you can basically build an extreme strength team and try to bring in the Time Traveler units. So the 4 Time Traveler units are going to be the Cell, the Rosé, Majin Buu, and Sealess. And then the Janemba and the Broly aren't Time Traveler units, so you want to be super careful because they're going to take a lot of damage later on in the event. So you want to make sure you do your best to keep them out of harm's way if you are using this team, so they don't get hit by any attacks, because if one of them takes a super attack, it could drop your health down halfway or more. So let's go ahead and hop into the actual event, the actual Extreme Z battle. I made it all the way to level 30, and I saved level 30 so I can show you guys this team here. The team that I recommend more than anything, I'll just go ahead and grab these guys, is this one right here. So you've got your Time Traveler Trunks and Mai, and the Vegito, and then the friend Trunks and Mai. So the big thing is they're not there to deal a lot of damage really, because super types obviously are damage reduction for what, 80%, if I remember right. So 80% damage reduced that they're going to be dealing to Vegito. So they're really going to be tanking because they fit into the category of time travelers and strength units. So they won't be tanking, or they will be tanking a lot of damage. And then your big power play units, like I said, are going to be Rose, Cell, and the Majin Buu. And then the LR, Rose, and Zamasu will still be able to do a decent amount of damage while tanking. So let's hop in here. There we go, level 30. So these guys should be able to take this out, no problem. So again, if you have your extreme strength time traveler units, make sure you're putting them in the way of all the attacks. And really, this rotation is really good for tanking. The LR Trunks and Mai, they also will they have a chance to evade Future Saga enemy attacks, which is the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito is Future Saga. So we may see some of his attacks getting dodged. And here we go, you can see on level 30, we almost did 2 million damage with that Rose. I do have him rainbowed out, but even if he's not rainbowed, he's still going to be a really good power player for this event. So you can see there a full maxed out crit super attack from that LR. You can see him dodging a bunch, but that was only 590,000. So you can see that super type not doing really any damage at all. But you can see how they dodged and they didn't take really any damage at all. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them there, see if we can get some of those attacks dodged. And this Cell, you could have also put him in the way of a lot of them, and I recommend putting him in the way of a lot of them because he is perfect for this event because of his extreme strength. He's a time traveler. I mean, he fits all the categories, plus he has an Extreme Z Awakening, and he just does a really good job at dishing out the damage and also tanking as well. So you can see the Trunks and Mai taking barely any damage at all. The Cell coming in and no crit, almost 1.3 mil, and tanking quite a bit of damage. And here you go, Majin Buu able to deal a little bit of damage because he is a time traveler. A lot of people don't know that, but he'll be able to deal 1.2 mil with the crit as well. So let's go ahead. It's a good thing we were able to. I'm going to see if I can get them. Yeah, they got an ultra super attack here. So be able to showcase this, the Rose Masu real quick, the LR Rose Masu. And we should be able to take him out this rotation. So Rose Masu, you can see they are 24,000 damage, but that's not nearly as much as some of the other units if you bring them in. But they are still able to deal almost 1 million damage, so not too bad there. And they do fairly well on the team. And then the Rose should be able to take him out here, no problem. Yeah. So there you go. That's the team I recommend. Really and honestly, I feel like on that last rotation, if I were you, put the Rose, the Strength Rose, in the way of those attacks, or the Trunks and Mai. I just wanted to show you that LR Tech Rose Masu wasn't too much of a liability, and he can still do decent on the event, and that's why I bring him in, because he's not affected by any of the damage reduction, and he doesn't take extra damage as well. So anyway, yeah, that's the event. Those are the teams that I recommend bringing in. Hopefully this provided you guys some useful information. Best of luck to you guys going in on this Extreme Z battle. Like I said, after level 20, it does actually get pretty difficult. So hopefully my team builds that I talked about, you can kind of play around with it. Obviously, you don't have to do the exact team builds that I have. If you have any questions or need help, go ahead and comment down below. I'll post anything I can to help you guys out for building teams and making sure you get through this event. If I did provide you some useful information today, go ahead and drop a like on the video. Again, make sure you subscribe to my channel, drop down to that Discord chat and join that Discord chat, and stay tuned for when we hit under 100 subscribers for that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot giveaway. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by and checking out my video. I'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.